Welcome to the Verified PAM channel. This channel is being made, established, and built to provide a place to share our videos on Privileged Access Management, or PAM. As a new YouTuber, I'm aimed to create a community of cybersecurity enthusiasts interested in discussing PAM challenges and solutions. To achieve this, I need your feedback, your encouragement, and your ideas. Let's work together and make this happen. This should be an open and transparent channel as we focus on data in our discussions and videos. With that in mind, I'll share a little bit about myself in this first video. My day job is as an IBM Digital Trust Technical Sales Specialist focused 100% on PAM. So I make a living doing PAM. Before that, I spent over 20 years working my way up from network and Linux administrator roles to team leads and manager. I eventually became an operations center manager at a medium-sized aeronautical defense company. I worked at 9 companies across 4 countries and 3 states doing IT. Before that, I was a cryptologic technician in the United States Navy, deploying on 6 submarines and over 13 surface ships. My job in the Navy was trying to find other people's secrets and feed them into the National Intelligence Network. I lived in places like Iceland, Spain, and California while traveling to many, many more. So I spent 20 years finding secrets, 20 years using secrets in data centers, and now I want to help others learn how to identify, manage, and protect their secrets from a PAM perspective. Today I work remotely from home on the Oregon coast after making the difficult decision to move away from our home in San Diego, California, where the family and I had been for the last 20 years. Before jumping right into PAM, let's talk briefly about the threats to privileged accounts. I did some basic AI and nation-sponsored cybersecurity threat research and created these nuggets out of thousands out there. Suffice it to say, the very well-funded nations are actively trying to save money by investing their research and development dollars and steal from the West. Trying to think of a polite way to put that, but that's really what they're doing. They're not doing the research and development. They're coming and just stealing secrets that they can access fairly easily in the West, and we'll go into that in future videos as well. Things like how many businesses and organizations don't change service accounts and things like that, but that's for a future video. I've also worked at a few companies that were successfully breached by one of these very nations. And I can tell you that it's very humbling when you work day in, day out to do good IT, and then you have just one person on your probably a very large IT team forget, we'll use that word, to follow expectations and have your company breached. So what is PAM? You'll get hundreds of similar definitions if you search on your favorite search engine or AI. I've merged several to put this slide together. I think it does a great job of encapsulating what PAM is or how it is defined. At its heart, PAM is about managing and controlling access to accounts that access sensitive resources. Note that it is not about removing the threat. Nobody's going to remove, North Korea, Russia, or China. You can't remove that threat. Or it's also not about building moats. Privileged account is inherently valuable because it has the permissions and access to those critical resources that make your business special. Some examples of privileged accounts are the administrators that manage our resources, the database team that organizes our sensitive data, and even the highest accounts that provide access to the resources. In conversations with customers, and even in my past companies, we use terms like keys to the kingdom and golden eggs or the crown jewels, and they are all very aptly named. So everything worth doing must have a goal to work towards, just like the one I shared at the start of this video actually. On this page we see some great things or goals of PAM that I believe any organization looking for a PAM solution should include in their list of things to have. Security. Ensure that only authorized users use the privileged accounts and only for legitimate purposes. Also reduce the risk of unauthorized access. For example, 90% of account users don't need to know the password to the privileged account to do their job. So why not look for a tool that hides the password from the account users? Many of them exist. I'm going to show us the IBM solution here in the next series of videos that does just that. You can easily select to hide the password from the user. Everything related to a privileged account should be closely monitored and logged. This varies greatly from product to product, I've found in my 20 years of working IT. Look for a product that truly lets you know when anything related to that privileged account happens. Things like whether somebody looked at the password, changed the password, or actually used the account to connect to a critical resource. You want all that monitored and logged. PAM tools today need to manage all aspects of a privileged account's lifecycle, things like password complexity, password rotations, how it's stored, and the encryption on that storage. Session recording is becoming a very common demand by cyber insurance companies today. Look for products that include this capability at no additional cost. Companies know this is a requirement by cyber insurance, so they see it as a feature that they might be able to monetize. I can tell you firsthand, there are several products out there that conduct session recording as part of the overall platform. Also, another high demand item is just-in-time access. Just-in-time access and privileged account access workflows greatly reduce overall risk. Since we're talking about an application in the 2020s, all PAM products should include the ability to automate common PAM-related workflows. Account discovery, user provisioning, and account access requests should be automated, and that removes the manual procedures from your IT team. Lets them get back to doing good work instead of just getting into the rubber stamp business. So, where is privilege? It used to be that an organization's privileged accounts were easily maintained on a spreadsheet, possibly locked in a safe, and usually only applied to a simple data center or two. Today, privileged accounts are used everywhere, from cloud to software as a service or SaaS to DevOps and social media. We also see the users of these account types being moved from the traditional IT team down to the business holders or product teams within an organization. While we fully understand how critical an account that manages your super secret data is, what about the account that manages your social media platform, for instance? Imagine someone gets control of your Facebook or LinkedIn company page and starts posting misleading or inflammatory data that you are still liable for as an account owner. The takeaway is that the spreadsheet is no longer viable in modern business. Look for PAM products that can discover privileged accounts autonomously and even, if desired, automatically place those accounts into the PAM platform for proper management. Well, it was a quick one, but that's the end of this first video. I just wanted to introduce myself on the Verified PAM platform here on YouTube. I encourage you to subscribe to the channel, even if like it if you liked it. Select the bell to be notified of new videos coming out very shortly. I'd love to hear your thoughts as we build this channel together. In the meantime, I wish you great things and good health.